guys.
This is our first walk in the village.
This is actually our second day here. We arrived here on the 17th. I think today's the 19th. It's a Saturday, and it really feels like spring, even though we're in February. And technically, this is our first walk around Lage here. And we just wanted to take you along with us.
Yeah.
For some of you, you're going to see that it's familiar spots. For some of you watching our channel for the first time, maybe you never heard of Pico or this village, which is Lage. It was explored in 1400s, late 1400s, and the oldest, that's where they first came on the island here when they discovered it, the Azores.
We're just heading down to the water, and it is a nice day. A little bit cloudy, but nice temperature. So we're gonna take you guys for a little walk.
Yeah, we're still getting acclimatized, right? You know, coming over the 4-hour time change, 12-hour flight, and we're going to use the weekend just to get back into the swing of things, island life here.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit adjusted. And,
yeah, it looks like the water is nice. We're going to walk around here a little bit, and then later we're going to come back and have lunch, and then head up to our property that we bought. For those of you watching this for the first time, this is a part of the village here by the water. It's very coastal here on Pico. This is one of the top 3 villages. There's 3 main villages, Lage, Madeleine, and Sorok. And this is Lage. So for those of you that are very familiar with this area, just welcome back, I guess. Some of you are waiting to come. Some of you haven't been here in a while. This will give you an idea what things are like. The water is actually brilliant today. Nice and calm, and it really feels like spring.
but look how calm the water is. It's beautiful.
Starting to relax now. Finally, after that long flight. How about you?
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm still adjusting. Usually I don't get jet lag when I come here, but this time I'm feeling it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna probably another night. We'll be back to normal soon. I'll just get over to this side, and then we'll turn around and check out our other swimming area. Oh, but it's nice and calm. Apparently the weather's been pretty good here in January. My cousin was telling me. So hopefully for you guys that have never seen this area, you're enjoying the scenery here. Very calm. I can hear the ocean from here. Obviously we have other videos that we've done a lot of when we were here last time we were here for a year, so you could always tune into those. I will put some of them so you guys can go there. All right, let's get over to the other side. Quiet, eh? Right now the village is like, it's still early, so almost lunchtime. And obviously it's not the tourist season, but a lot of times people...
I'm seeing some tourists up there.
There are some tourists, but few. But people, when they come to relax, this is when they come when there's not too much tourism going on. We're just going to head over to the other side now. Zoom in.
So this is where they do the whale watching, and they are closed for the winter season.
They do whale watching San Miguel, the big island. They're still doing it all year round as long as the weather is good, because there's still whales here all year round. Some of them do migrate, depending what time of year they come. You know, the blue whales, all different types.
Except the sperm whales, they hang out here all year round.
Yeah, we got lots of sperm whales here.
Yeah, usually they don't go out at this time because the ocean's a little bit rough. So they usually start around April, I think, right?
In San Miguel, they go out all year round, as long as the ocean is good.
Yeah, but here they don't go until at least April.
So this is a windmill that was put, I think it was last year when we were here. They used to have an old one from the beginning, like years ago. The sea got it, so they rebuilt it recently. So kind of.
And a lot of people take Instagram pictures of this windmill. It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's very nice. We were here when they rebuilt this.
Remember that storm that came in?
Oh yeah.
Here?
Yes.
And it completely covered the...
Yeah, the water was all the way in here. I remember that. Memories. So hopefully the Pico will be uncovered. Obviously a quarter of it you can't see. The clouds are over it. Very quiet, peaceful. That's why we're here.
Wow, this brings back memories. We're walking down to our swimming hole. Spent a lot of time here in the summer.
Yeah, it's nice. Eh? I think there's people swimming.
Yeah, I think there is people swimming down here.
Yeah, there's. I was seeing a lot of posts on Facebook of throughout the island, just people getting over to these swimming holes, lava holes. They're all over the island, and total nature.
Can't tell you guys how happy we are to be back here.
I know. Well, I think you can tell. The whole area here is protected. Okay, it's very coastal here, as you know.
We actually did a video down here that we'll put in the link down below. And we walked all across these rocks.
Yeah, on the other side
right
you can
to
just
the coast.
Yeah, you can just hang out there on the other side, totally by yourself, just you and nature. Oh, if you can just smell the salt from the water right now. Why don't we just listen for a while? One of the first things we always do when we get here, I think ever since I've been coming back to Pico as a young lad, I guess, is always come down to the ocean. Probably the first chance I get, we come down. Same thing with Laura and I, right?
Yeah,
And
it's so nice just to sit here and listen to the waves. It's one of my favorite things to do is watch the waves come in.
Yeah, and the sound, I mean, you can probably hear some of the waves, you know, just kind of, and it's not a rough seas today, and it's almost like there's a calm in the air, and you know, you can smell the salt come at you, and I think this is one reason why we like the island, being on an island, and especially being on Pico Island in the Azores, right? Because you know, you can be stressed out coming here from wherever you're coming, especially during these flights we have to take with COVID situations. And what we need is to quickly come just down to a relaxation, right?
Yeah.
Mode. And it's easy to do that here.
It is, absolutely.
You know, it's just different. I mean, we're in February, and right now I think I can go swimming. We actually saw a guy swimming. The water will not be as warm as in the summer, but I think it's warm enough. So, you know,
we'll have to ask that guy how warm it is.
Yeah, and I can see some waves coming in too here. And we're in this whole area is protected, by the way. I know people from here that have been here know that, but for some of you, you can go to a place where it's basically like it was at the beginning, basically. They've put some cement areas so we can go like lie down. The rest of it, you're literally on the way it was eons ago, you know. It's all about the nature here.
These waves are incredible.
Yeah, you can do some really good snorkeling close by, kayaking, yeah. But it's just being kind of in the moment, you know. Wow, these waves came close this time, eh?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at those giant waves.
Okay, we're gonna head back. We're gonna have some lunch, and then we're gonna go into Cimetière, and that is where our house is, just to check it out because they've done some work on it since we were in Canada, and quite excited to see the progress.
Yeah, just to make sure everything's standing. That's the main thing, right?
Yeah.
Quick check, and yeah, it'll be nice hanging out in Cimetière around the house for a little bit as well. Back at the house now, and one thing we brought with us was Alexa. We didn't have Alexa last time we were here, so she's here. She's with us in Lash and Pico, and it's great. And there's Zena. Zena's always around Laura most of the time.
Yeah, well, especially when there's food.
Especially when there's food. So what are you doing?
I'm actually making a salad. Trying to eat healthy.
Yes.
So using the leftover chicken that we had last night.
Right on.
And yeah.
Yeah. Our friend Kate back in Oakville actually got us on Weight Watchers, and it's working. We're gonna implement more hiking here. Definitely cut out more bread, potatoes, pastas, right? And maybe no more wine drinking.
And one of the things, well, I wouldn't say no more, but one of the things that I love about Pico is their potatoes.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
It's gonna be really hard.
Yeah, you'll have to.
I might fall off the wagon a few times.
You might have to go to Pico Potatoes Anonymous. Yeah, try to quit. Anyways, yeah. So Zena just before I turned the thing on, before I turned the filming on, she jumps on my shoulder, which she likes to do. Usually, she's trying to get somewhere else where I'm going, like the window, see the birds or lizards, and it was pretty. Kind of felt a few of her nails. Here's where we came from earlier. I don't know if you can see it. The water is just brilliant. Look at that. It's just perfect for fishing. I think I saw some fishing boats go out. And this is what village life's all about. So we're just going to finish lunch and head up to the village of Cemeteries. So we made it to the house.
We are finally here.
We are finally here.
After 7 months being in Canada.
We've dreamed about this moment for a while now. But we finally made it. We're just checking today just to see the latest work that was done.
There is some progress.
Some progress, still a ways to go. But today, just to take a look, and we already met our buddy, neighbor, Joe. Gave us some lemons, some limes, avocados. What a welcome, right?
Yeah, and our neighborhood cat is back.
He is back. So
yes, he always comes over. He always knows when we're here, and he comes over to say hello.
It's true. Now, behind me here, you can see our view here. I always think about this view. So we'll take you in just to see the addition. I think the last time we kind of were here, this was something that was going to be done, and now they're halfway there. So we will have a video just more about just the renovations.
Going into more in-depth.
More in-depth in the near future when we find out what the next move is. So before we go inside, I just wanted to pan out here just so you guys can see. You saw earlier in live, she was very smooth. Same thing here. A lot of fishing boats out today. And apparently they've been catching a lot of squid here. That's what our friend Joe said. But yeah, it's one of those calm days in the North Atlantic, or the Mid-Atlantic, I guess. Ready to go in? All right, let's go. All right, let's take a look. All right, so lots of dust, lots of rocks. Yeah, they've cut the walls up. And this is putting all the electrical and the pipes where the kitchen's gonna go here.
And this part right here, guys, is where we have the old oven.
Exactly. See that they lifted this from here.
Yeah.
I guess from there up, just make it a little bit higher. Glad we did that. So now.
So they did a good job here. A lot of extra
Space.
space.
Yeah. So in here, it's just gonna be. We're not gonna put too many counters. Just on the left here. Small counter, couple cabinets, nice big window. Then we can decide if you want to put a table in here or a place to sit.
So we're gonna have the sliding glass doors right here, going outside.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably put a barbecue outside here.
That would be the perfect spot for it. Now in here, this is going to be the pump. For the
water pump.
The water heater to get all the hot water for the house. I'm gonna get a larger one. It's like a closet. So yeah, I think you're right. I mean, they still have a lot of work. They gotta close all this in because they gotta do these in steps. They can't close the floor or the walls until all the wire is in place. And obviously things have been slow with COVID, weather, that sort of thing. But yeah, we're kind of anxious. We want this to.
I just want to get the broom out and start sweeping all this dust and stones in here.
Yeah, but it's nice to see that pretty much the electrical, they had to break the walls down.
Yeah, so if you see here, guys, in the wall, they have to cut this,
Put the pipe,
yeah,
that's
and then they
just-
put the wiring into the wall.
See, that's the steel that's in there.
Yeah, and then they just plaster it back over.
Remember we considered doing that? I'm like, hey, no
Yeah,
way.
can you see a rock in there?
No, it's on the other side, but it's steel, right? That's
Yeah,
why.
that would have been a huge job, because that's what we were thinking of doing, because that's a stone wall, but
So like you said, we're gonna go more into depth and when we know what the next stage, as they're doing work, here's for the plugs. This all has to be pre-cut and then they seal it. Let's take a look where the laundry's gonna go. Okay, they cut here too. Look at that. Wow. Gonna put the laundry area, the washer and dryer right in here. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. I mean, the key is to get to the point where we're sitting here having a cup of coffee or a glass of wine
yeah.
with everything in place.
Yeah, it's hard to visualize at this point, but
All right, so I think we're gonna leave it there for at least the checking of the house.
Well, I can't believe this. Joe saved us a squash. Joe,
this is one of my squash
Joe?
from my garden.
your fans want to say hi. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for the limes and the lemons and for the avocado, man. Appreciate that. We're gonna enjoy them.
Thanks,
Yes,
Joe.
save the seats.
Okay.
Yeah, what a guy, eh?
I know. Joe's so sweet.
He saved us one of these squashes. He had a couple. Made some
Which
soup. he was
I
telling us.
grew
Yeah.
in our garden.
Yeah, and that just goes to tell you, I mean, the Azores, Pico, the people always say the people are really friendly here, which they are. There, it goes back to the village mindset in the old days. They used to help each other, protect each other, barter, and it still goes on to this day. And I mean, I'm not saying everybody's like that, but I think the majority of people that we come across that I've ever known, it's like Joe.
Yeah,
You know, they
yeah.
welcome you with an open heart, and they always want you to eat or drink something, and I think that's amazing. I think
Yeah.
that's one reason why a lot of the expats or people that come to visit wind up, you know, wanting to spend more time here.
Yes.
So I guess we'll sign out.
Yes, it's been a great day. A great kind of second full day.
Second
Right.
full day, and we're slowly, maybe by tomorrow, we'll be, more,
Yeah, we're still kind of acclimatizing ourselves.
take it all in and getting our body used to Pico Island life
Yes.
again. So we'll see you, I guess,
We'll see you in the next,
next
video,
video.
but if you guys could like and subscribe and even comment, that would be fantastic.
hope you're enjoying this welcoming back to Pico.
See you
All right.
guys.
Ciao.